Hello everyone, and please do pardon that fan going off in the background. I do hope it's not too audible, but yeah, it should quiet down after a while. This is Mirror's Edge, in case you didn't see by the title. It is one of the games I was looking forward to the most as a kid to play, and then when I finally played it, it was okay. But it's okay enough for me to actually want to do a playthrough of it. I'm not going to be doing a hard difficulty playthrough of this. I'm just going to be doing normal difficulty. I'm not a huge fan of the storyline, so if you guys want to skip over the cutscenes, that's fine by me. We can get straight to the gameplay. Well, as it stands, I'm just gonna watch this
used to pulse with energy,
cutscene.
and dangerous, but alive and wonderful. Now, it's something else. The changes came slowly at first. Most didn't realize, or didn't care, and accepted them. They chose a comfortable life.
Excuse me.
Some didn't. And those who refused to conform were pushed to the sidelines, criminalized.
That's bad.
Became our clients.
Yeah.
We call ourselves runners. We exist on the edge, between the gloss and the reality. The mirror's edge. We keep out of trouble, out of sight, and the cops don't bother us.
Oh, that's nice.
Runners see the city in a different way. We see the flow. Rooftops become pathways and conduits, possibilities, and routes to escape. The flow is what keeps us running, keeps us alive.
Training time, Faith. Yeah, I know you hate it, but that fall took you out of commission for a while. And now you're back, you gotta keep sharp, especially in this city. Check out these new training grounds, pretty slick, huh? Celeste's on runaround duty, so get to her and just go with the flow, okay?
Speaking of being out of commission, I had a bit of a cold these past few weeks, and that's why I'm coughing, because I still have some slime on my chest or my lungs, wherever, and that's why I'm coughing. But it should be by the next week. It should be gone, hopefully, and then I can get back to exercise and all that good stuff, that very, very manly stuff that one my age is required to do. Yeah, we're gonna jump up this gap. I would surely love to do so. This tutorial sequence gets a bit annoying. Once again, if you want to skip over it, I'm not going to take it too personally, so we can get to the next point. Of course I will. What's up?
Hi Faith, welcome back.
Good gosh, you're creepy.
Didn't think we'd be seeing you so soon.
Michael Myers, female edition. Oh really, look at him, it's Uncanny Valley times 1,000. It's a shame, because this game is really well done. It was really great graphics for the time it came out. Now, you have to be very specific. You have to climb over, do exactly what they tell you to in this tutorial sequence. Otherwise, they'll end up punishing you. You don't want to act like I did, and this coming sequence do something wrong the entire time. Yeah, like this. Do a small thing wrong, and then they punish you for it. I'm going to show you another sequence up here that I struggled with for probably half an hour. Or 15 minutes, maybe. AD to keep your balance on the beam. The balance. La balance. I don't even know if that's French or not. I'm learning French, but slowly. Haven't learned it that far yet. I don't even know what balance is in German. Hey, hang on. Das Gleichgewicht. There we go. That's the German word for balance. The more you know. Oh gosh, I nearly failed that one. Speaking of which, so about balance. There's some sequence here that I don't. This game is not perfect. It's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend you guys watch it, please. But it has a lot of imperfections. There's a lot of parts where the flow kind of halts, and it's just jarring, because the most fun you have in this game is where you're just running and climbing things and then dodging in and out of stuff without even a care in the world. Okay, that was dumb. So this sequence I struggled with for about 15 minutes before realizing what they wanted me to do. What I did was, and you have to watch this annoying cutscene all from the beginning again. Did no playtester complain loudly enough for them to just cut it down? I did this. I climbed up and then jumped. What they want you to do is wall run, then jump. Because I didn't read it, I just observed what she did, and I was like, easy. No, they want you to be very specific. 3 quick presses. Wall run, turn, jump. So, gotta wall run, then turn and jump. Great. See, that's not so hard if you actually read the instructions. But I don't really like it because I don't want to have my hand held. I just want to like have a general idea of do this and you'll get this outcome, and then I can test it out for myself. It's kind of like what they did with Half-Life 2. They didn't hold your hand, they threw you in and you had to figure things out for yourself, which is good. Kind of like that's how I like my games. Dismount from things like the zipline. And I died. Expect a lot of that in this playthrough, by the way. I am not the most elegant climber in real life, and most definitely not in this game. Much better in this game, but I still freaking die a lot. Although I can say I die a lot less in real life than I do in this game, as you can clearly tell. I never use this whole coiling myself up in the game at all. The only thing I do is do this little roll because it's so freaking cool, and you have to do it because it's cool. And jump up here. We're almost done. We just gotta do some annoying disarms which I'm hardly gonna ever use. I hate combat in this game. It's horrible.
Wants me to run you through some sparring. You know how he is.
Yeah, that's typical Merc.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, I was cheating in it. What are you doing? Okay, now I can do the low punch. There.
All right, Faith. Let's run through some weapon disarms, just in case.
Yeah, just in case. Now what do we do with this gun? I just love doing that. In order to drop it, you just press mouse 2 again.
Remember what I taught you, Faith. Isolate them. Fight them one at a time if you gotta fight.
Do it again. What do you give it? Just like a bit of a... I don't know, just a bit of slap in the ear, slap on the wrist, on the back of the head, whatever. So I'm never going to use reaction time. Because I don't like it. It slows everything down, and I want this game to be as fast as possible. You see, there's some flaws in the design. I don't really like it.
Training, ladies. Gotta get to the real thing.
I'm not a lady. Oh, yeah.
Job for yourself, so check in with him. Faith, let me know when you're ready to get going.
Yeah, I'm ready.
See you later, Faith.
Yeah, see ya. Yeah, let's play the game. I mean, after all, that's why I'm playing it. What was I doing now? Electronic Arts presents. I like these cutscenes that show off like the beauty of the game instead of those cel-shaded animated cutscenes. The animation is not really that great on it, and I'm saying this as a guy who draws animation myself. Still got a lot to learn in that regard. It's not really that good. It looks bland. It's just not engaging, and the story itself is also pretty bland. But it's brilliant game when it works. Don't try this at home, kids. If your home is a high-rise. But really, don't try this at home. Invite me first. Yes. Now we finally get to play.
The birds are real impressed, Faith, but once you finish showing off, you think you might concentrate on some actual work? Get
Nah.
position for a handoff. You need to get the delivery to her. She'll be near the communications tower ahead of you.
Great, thank you very much for your contribution. So, let's get right to it. Zip line over. This is just when the game's at its best. When you got this free roaming capabilities and everything's just as smooth as this. This is really great. And that's what we came here for. But the game finds every opportunity it can to slow you down for some reason. You know, even the spikes climbing sequence, that's not so bad.
You're taking your sweet old time, so let's get pissed. She's
Yeah,
over
thank
the
you.
comms tower and you ain't.
Trying to do this as fast as possible. It's not my
Cell will take it from there.
fault. This game is slow sometimes. Ah, no. Okay, I made that mistake how many times? Let's do this again. Let's try this again. They see me wall running. They hating. We want to go back to the early 2000s, 2010s memes. I don't know when that started, honestly. Not that I mind, but this is like released in 2008, so it takes me way back at watching trailers for this game, thinking IGN's being really ridiculous with a 6.8 score. Only now I agree with that. I would actually give it a much lower score, but there's a lot of I enjoy in the game.
Sounds like some blues are headed your way. News chopper tipped them off.
I don't think it's a terrible game. I just think it's a game that's unfortunately very lacking in many aspects, but it's interesting to play a game you don't entirely think is great for a change, because previous 3 games that I was busy playing, like Age of Chaos and MDK2. Now I'm dead. Previous 3 games that I was playing, and I'm still busy with Age of Chaos. They're games that I think are very good. Now this one I don't think is that great. I was really disappointed in it, but it's still a great game, and it's a good game for somebody who's learning game design to go through and see what works and what doesn't work. I think I know a lot of people may disagree with me because the fan response on this was really good. There was a lot of people who thought it's massively underrated, and I get that point. This has all the elements of a cult classic, except for actual engaging story. Many cult classics have some kind of kink in the story which makes them excel or make people like them more than others, but this one feels like it's just they had concepts that were throwing around which seemed very good, but they didn't flesh them out fully enough. Oh, I accidentally skipped over a cutscene. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what I did there. I think Celeste betrays you or something like that. The story's not that great.
You gotta get off that roof, mate. Don't care how you do it, just do it.
He didn't jump on the helicopter. How many times do you think I fell off the building looking for where I was supposed to go? Ah, what are you doing? Just hanging in there. That seems safe.
Nothing. They just opened fire.
Don't know what the hell's happening. I'll ask around.
Yeah, it's time for a lunch break. The guys were like, nah, time for lunch.
Say again, Officer Connors.
Going to see Pope. Robert Pope.
What kind of luck was that?
Break-in last week? Anyways, it's 56 West Arlen Drive. Tell Lieutenant Miller.
Copy that. I'll relay the message, Officer Connors.
Thanks. Connors out.
Hello, sis.
You there, kiddo?
Hey, Mark.
I bet you're listening to the chatter.
You know me.
We'll try and get some sleep. It's been a rough day. Gonna put the word out tomorrow. See why those blues got itchy trigger fingers. I'll drop by later, okay? And don't chuck that pizza. I like the toppings.
Matured. Yeah, I know. See you, Mark.
Shots fired. Repeat, shots fired. All units proceed to 56 West Arlen Drive immediately. Proceed with caution.
Kate!
A house of cards. I don't know, the metaphor was there.
Where are you? Kate, where are you?
What's up?
Hey,
Mark,
you off?
just get on comms and track me.
That thing is, the animation is very detailed, but something about it just looks off. I can't put my finger on it. When you look
Almost
at stuff...
there.
Well, anytime you'd like to tell me where there is and what the hell you're doing, feel free.
It's my sister.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can figure out what's going on. Give me a second.
When you look at stuff like Samurai Jack, for example, which has got a similar art style, there's just something so fluid about the motion. It works brilliantly. Like, you really buy into the spirit of this character, so to speak. There's this one, I don't know. Whoa. Yeah, warning, high voltage. Yes, I saw that warning from a mile away. Let's get over here in the longer method. Thing is, the game is just too short, and there's not a whole lot to do. There's not things that there's not a lot that.
Drake says there's been some heat on West Arlen. Pope the place. I guess that's where you're headed, but be careful. Don't tell him what's going on there.
There's not a lot to actually challenge you aerodynamically. It feels like they threw in combat just for the sake of having combat, but it would feel far more compelling for you to just avoid combat, which is what
Someone who could actually make a difference in this place.
which is usually what I do when I play this game, because you guys are probably going to see how much I hate combat in this game, especially when it forces me to do combat later on in the game. I just don't like it. It doesn't feel fluid at all. It doesn't feel as fluid as the motion and everything else. But what I can say is the art style is very good, even though sometimes you're just like, why? It doesn't always make sense. It's just like they were like, palette, green, just put green randomly in square blocks on places. Like this whole place is just going to be green with a splash of red here and there to denote where we're going. Or for stark contrast.
What are you doing here?
What happened? Did you?
No! You don't recognize him?
Should I?
It's Robert. Robert Pope, friend of Dad's.
Shit, that Pope.
He called me. We hadn't talked much since I joined up. He had a break-in last week. He's still a campaigner. Don't you read the news?
It's
No.
not news anymore. It's advertising.
Ain't that the
Running
truth?
for mayor.
So the break-in must have really spooked him then.
That's what I thought. But it was odd. He told me about the break-in, asked me to come, then asked after you.
Really? I haven't seen him for at least 10 years.
Anyway, he was alive when I got here. Just sitting at his desk, writing. Everything went black. When I came to, he'd been shot. And I'm pretty sure it was with my gun. There was a book on the desk, a diary. It was gone. I'm sure there was someone else in the building. Left my radio in the car, haven't had time to phone it in.
Come on, come with me. I'll take you somewhere safe.
This isn't the time to run. I'm not like you. Running will just make me look guilty.
You think this was an accident, Kate? There are no accidents in this city. Someone wanted him dead and wanted you to take the fall.
Help me, Effie, please. You've got contacts. There's gotta be more to this. Something he knew. Something he wanted to tell me.
I can't get involved in this, Kate. You know what I do. I just can't.
Blue's incoming, Faith. You might want to be outgoing right about, now.
I'll see what I can do.
If this goes down badly, find Lieutenant Miller, my superior. Take anything you find to him.
I'm serious, Faith. Remember, they're not playing nice. Get out of there.
Now go! And Faith, thank you.
No, sisterly love.
Shit!
Guys aren't actually the best at writing storylines. I don't really feel that much emotional connection to the storyline. And then there was Battlefield 3, which just frustrated me because I really like the multiplayer in that game. I'm not much of a multiplayer guy. Yeah, you don't say. I prefer single player, but the multiplayer on that was actually really good. So where are we gonna go? You can press Alt and then they'll show you the general direction of where you're supposed to go, and it's over at that green elevator. No, it's not at that green elevator, it was just in that... Thank you. Exit through accounting. Wow. Accounting, only they would think of stuff like this. Look at that, is that a white tree? This is probably going against so many environmental regulations. White trees, how did they make a tree white? What did they feed that poor tree? Bonsai, is that a bonsai tree? I don't know. I'm not exactly an expert when it comes to botany, but I'm pretty sure even something as basic as that is something I should know. Anyway. No. Okay, let's go up here. No, don't shoot me. Too late. Thank you. Yeah, be surrounded, but surrounded means on every single possible exit route, you are there and I can't get out. Thank you. In case you guys haven't noticed, I hate being micromanaged in video games. Or just about anything, really. I don't like being micromanaged. I prefer to make my own mistakes and figure out my own way of doing things. May not always be a good thing, but hey, that's just how it goes. I believe gaming should be about... You should be able to jump in and take hints. You don't have to hold somebody's hand and micromanage them the whole time. Call of Duty, or Mirror's Edge in this case. Roll. Let's rock and roll. come get some. No. How do I get up there now? Yeah, this is very comical. Me walking around in circles trying to figure out how to get up here. So I take it I'm supposed to wall run. That's brilliant, Faith. That's really gonna help us. Oh well, let me show you some of the abysmal combat. Brilliant. Brought some fists to a gunfight. Oh, it actually worked. Oh, that was a surprise. Now I'm gonna have to find a way to get over there. Oh, okay. That's my answer. Alright, cheers. See you guys. Love you too. Ow. Through here we go. Stop shooting at me with a helicopter. How much time do these guys have in their hands and how many resources just to go after one runner? That doesn't even make sense. A helicopter for one person. Am I that dangerous? It just doesn't make sense. If it was a team of runners it would make sense, but even for a totalitarian society like this one, this is a bit overkill. Don't you guys concur? I'm using all these big words. Look at me. Thank you, irritating micromanager. Up, under, and over. This guy's not gonna leave me alone. Kind of like the boyfriends you had in high school. This can't take no for an answer. What do you think I'm doing? This is why I hate being micromanaged. Always think they can do it better themselves. Well, what does he get out of his freaking office, popping a lazy bum in front of his computer and do it himself? More than welcome to do so, then I can sit in the chair and fart all day and watch him run through CCTV cameras that I hacked because, you know, I don't have a life. I've been living in front of computers my whole life, which is actually true. Now, not my whole life. I did actually get out and work in other areas. That's not meant literally. I just mean generally. Not like you guys, you're gamers. You probably have a similar experience to me. That is toxic gases. Probably dying right now, very slowly. Follow the red door. Just follow the red. But now we see red, so it kind of gets confusing sometimes. Bye-bye. No, I didn't hear my footsteps. From these, I don't know, llama toes. Oh, bulldogs.
Damn, what a mess.
He even micromanages my breathing patterns.
Shit, man, this damn city. So you know him, huh? Well,
Yeah,
you're open
take
to
out.
worms on this one.
Thank you.
Take the bridge across the avenue and head for Centurion Plaza.
I will do so.
Squad cars moving in on you. You ain't got much time.
Man, it fell through the cracks. Oh, I thought it was that helicopter coming back for second round. Turns out they did have other things to do. Yeah, I'll do so. Right at a moment. Once I'm down here. This was hurt, rolling on these tiles. Really. Oh, that's a lot of gunfire. And that's a lot of blue as well. Like even the blue trees. Look at that. How did I get these? Oh, it's probably synthetic. That's how I got it. It's probably synthetic. No, we can't get through there. Thank you. You don't need to micromanage my breathing patterns. This is the second time I'm remarking on this now. Yeah. Great.
Should be an exit off the rail overpass in the plaza ahead. Creek's heading to the other side to get you out.
Yeah, sure. Great stuff. Thank you. You can go on lunch break now. Centurion Plaza.
Blue's up ahead. Be careful.
Yeah, I'll be so careful. Just run all the way around them. Man, these guys need to go to a better school for guns. Gun academy.
Head up onto the rail overpass. It's the only
The aim is really bad. Oh, I'm really fast. Just that Anzo. One step away from the ninja. Yeah. Yeah, sorry guys. Gonna have to leave the party.
You've almost lost him. Patching Krieg in.
Krieg. Does he wage a lot of wars? Ah, for the Germans, you get the joke. Yippee! Must have skinned my hands just by doing that. Vote Pope. Well, he's dead. Why Pope? Oh, because he's a savior. That's why. Who are you? Guy in orange. At an orange place.
You okay? Come on.
Hi.
You did good, Faith. No word on what's got the Blues so trigger happy, but I'll keep on it. And, don't worry about your sis, okay? We'll fix it.
Not an it, it's a she.
What the hell, Merc?
Something's got somebody rattled, kiddo. I don't know what it is, but they're mighty jittery.
Oh, hey there. You didn't betray us.
Nah, those Blues can't move for shit. They've gotten a little gun happy, though.
Wires are fizzing about Pope's murder. Blue traffic is up. Way up. Don't know what's got into them. Must be contract renewal time. Be careful out there, Sal.
So why all the heat?
Our girl's been lifting evidence from a crime scene. Now every cop in the city seems to be after her.
That the evidence you lifted?
Yeah, I think it's from a diary. Rest of it was gone. All I can make out are Icarus, maybe, and to the highest.
Icarus. Wasn't he the Greek guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his dad made him some wings out of feathers and wax. Then the boy flew too close to the sun. And psst, no more wings, no more Icarus. If anyone's heard anything, then you know who it'll be, Faith.
Yeah?
I know he ain't a runner anymore, but he's got contacts. You can't avoid him forever.
Wanna bet?
Who?
Jackknife.
Drake's got a location on Jackknife. He's on some rooftops at the old runner training ground near the storm drains. Route's crawling with Blues, though. You can follow the canals to the Hampton Town District. Get going.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in. That's where I'm going to leave it off in this episode. I do hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. Leave a like down in the comments below. Or just leave a like and then leave a comment below. Share this. All that good stuff. So I'll see you guys again next time right here on Citizen Gaming.